The story of the golden calf is a pivotal moment in the book of Exodus. The Israelites, led out of Egypt by Moses, found themselves in the wilderness. Moses ascended Mount Sinai to receive the law from God. In his absence, the people grew restless and pressured Aaron into crafting an idol. He fashioned a golden calf from their jewelry. The Israelites danced and worshipped the calf, declaring it their God. This infuriated the true God who had just delivered them from slavery. Moses descended the mountain, tablets in hand, only to find the people in revelry. In his anger, he shattered the tablets, symbolizing the broken covenant. Moses interceded for them, pleading for mercy. God relented, but the relationship between him and his people was severely strained. Determined to restore the broken relationship, Moses prepared to ascend Mount Sinai once more. This time he carried with him 2 new stone tablets. These tablets were to replace the ones he had shattered. Moses' journey up the mountain was solitary and solemn. He was to meet with God, to seek forgiveness for his people, and to receive the law anew. God instructed Moses to chisel out the stone tablets himself. This act was symbolic of human participation in divine will. Moses followed God's instructions meticulously, carving out the tablets and ascending the mountain. The mountain was shrouded in a thick cloud, representing God's holy presence. Moses entered the cloud, and there he experienced God's profound revelation. As Moses stood on Mount Sinai, God descended in a cloud and stood with him there. God proclaimed his name and character to Moses, saying, the Lord, a God merciful and gracious, slow to anger and abounding in steadfast love and faithfulness." This declaration was pivotal. It revealed the essence of God's nature. Despite the Israelites' sin, God was willing to forgive. He was merciful and gracious. He was slow to anger and rich in love. This revelation was a beacon of hope for the Israelites. God's character was not just about forgiveness. It was also about justice. He spoke of visiting the iniquity of the fathers on the children and the children's children. Moses quickly bowed his head and worshipped. He pleaded with God to go among the people despite their sinfulness. With the revelation of God's character, the stage was set for the renewal of the covenant. God instructed Moses to write down the terms of the covenant, including the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments were central to the covenant, outlining the moral and ethical standards that the Israelites were to follow. Moses, with God's guidance, inscribed these commandments on the tablets. God reiterated the covenant promises, emphasizing the importance of worshiping Him alone. The renewal of the covenant was a profound act of grace. Despite their sin, the Israelites were given a second chance. This renewal was a fresh start for the people of Israel. The renewal of the covenant was underpinned by themes of mercy, forgiveness, and holiness. God's mercy was evident in His willingness to forgive the Israelites' sin. Forgiveness was another key theme. The Israelites had broken their promise to God, yet He forgave them. God's holiness was also central to the covenant. The 10 Commandments reflected His holy nature. These themes are timeless and resonate with believers today. God's mercy and forgiveness are available to all who seek Him. When Moses descended from Mount Sinai with the new stone tablets, his face was radiant. This glow was a result of his close encounter with God. The Israelites were initially afraid to come near him because of this radiance. Moses called to them, and they came near. He conveyed to them the words of the covenant and the 10 Commandments. The glowing face of Moses was a testament to the divine encounter. To prevent the Israelites from seeing this fading glory, Moses wore a veil. He removed the veil when he spoke with God, but wore it when addressing the people. Moses' glowing face was a powerful symbol of the transformative power of God's presence. It was a reminder that close communion with God changes us. The story of the renewal of the covenant in Exodus 34 is a profound testament to the power of God's mercy. Despite the Israelites' sin, God chose to forgive and restore them. This act of mercy is a powerful reminder of God's love and compassion. God's mercy is available to all who seek Him. No matter how far we may stray, He is always willing to forgive. This mercy is not without conditions. We must repent and turn back to Him. The renewal of the covenant also highlights the importance of God's holiness. The 10 Commandments are a guide to righteous living. As we reflect on this story, let us be reminded of the power of God's mercy. In light of the renewal of the covenant, I urge you to reflect on God's mercy in your own life. Consider the ways in which you have experienced His forgiveness and grace. Think about how you can extend that same mercy to others. God's mercy is transformative. It has the power to change hearts and lives. As you go about your daily life, seek to embody His character. Live a life that reflects His love, compassion, and holiness. Take time to meditate on the 10 Commandments and what they mean for your life. Remember, His mercy is always available to you. Let the renewal of the covenant inspire you to draw closer to God. If you found this message meaningful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Reflect on how you can contribute your gifts to God's work. Your contributions can make a significant impact in spreading His love and mercy.